Good morning, ladies and gents. We wanted to make a quick video. We'll try to keep this to 3 to 4 minutes or so about Delta Math. So, starting today, which is the first day back from Christmas break, we're going to be using this program called Delta Math, right? It's deltamath.com. And before I say anything else, I want to be clear that what we're talking about is a weekly optional 10 problem recursive assignment. Since it's weekly, that means there will be 10 of them because there's 10 weeks in our grading period. It's optional, meaning you don't have to do it. There will be 10 problems on each week's assignment, and it's all recursive, meaning it's stuff we've learned in the past. This will count as extra credit points to add to a regular assignment, but not test grades. And what this is not, it is not grade replacement, and it is not mandatory. This is simply an opportunity for you to become a better math student and to improve your craft. Okay. So, that being said, here's an example problem of what it would look like in Delta Math. You'll see name, in this case, my name, Mr. Heisen, what it is you're doing when you accessed it, and then you'll see the problem. And usually it's multiple choice drop down. It's just one problem presented, but it's very, very clear what they're asking for. And you'll see that if you need a new problem, you can just click it. If that one's too difficult or you just need a new angle, but maybe you don't know what's going on. Maybe you need somebody to explain to you what's happening. Then click show solution, right? And so from there, I want you to know that as you approach these 10 problems, you should take your time because notice that this assignment, functions and whatever it's called, only actually had, see how it says out of five every time? There are only 5 problems. But if you get one wrong, you have to get 2 correct to get the original points. So you'll see this student did 15 problems. He attempted it 15 times to get the credit to get 100. But the same student who did 5 out of 5 got a 100. So whether you do extra, whether you get them wrong and you have to make up, whatever it is, you only had in this specific assignment 5 to get right. But whenever you get wrong, you have to get 2 correct to get credit for that one that you got one wrong. That can lead to this assignment being 2 to 3 times longer. The choice is yours ultimately. So again, 10 problems every week for 10 weeks. That equals 100 extra credit points. So week 1 is this week 2, week 3. This is the third marking period. So grades will end on March 10th. That should be a 3/10. So all of that may be a little confusing. So let me give you an example of the impact on your grades. Let's say in the grade book in my class, or maybe in Miss Gray's class, or maybe Miss Hill or Mr. Lotta's class. Your first time you got 100, next one you got a 90, 50, 87, 95, blank, 86, blank, 92, or 100. Now, these blanks could be anything. In this particular case, let's say you had an incomplete. And let's say on this one, you got a missing, like you just didn't do the assignment. You weren't here, you were sick, whatever it is. Well, if you did all 10 weekly Delta Math assignments, you would earn 100 bonus points. Remember, there's 10 points each week, which would convert all of these grades in red to a 100. Because if you add up 10 bonus points, you gave 10 points to this assignment, you'd have 100. If you gave 50 points to this assignment, you'd have a 100. If you gave, do you see what I'm saying? The 13 points needed here, you'd have 100. You gave the 5 points, you'd have 100. You gave the 14. Those in red would all become 100 just from doing Delta Math. But notice that it does not help you with incompletes or missing. Once again, this is not an optional, it's not mandatory, and it is not a replacement assignment. Okay, so you don't have to do this, but we also aren't just going to say you don't have to do another assignment and do this instead. If you're missing an assignment, you're missing an assignment, and you need to try the real assignment. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to keep it short. That's what Delta Math is. If you have further questions, ask Miss Hill, Miss Gray, Mr. Heisen, Mr. Lotta, Miss Kano, any of us. Anybody that's a math will help you. Okay. And the last thing to highlight is that if you want to keep track of how you are doing, how many points you currently have, in the Hack, our Home Access Center, you will see a new tab, and it's going to say Delta Math extra credit or something to that effect. And it's going to be added to total. All the points you have here is going to be added to total. So, and we'll do that at the end of the grading cycle, not every single week. We won't actually add them, but we'll put them here so that you can see where you're at. Okay. If you have any questions, ask us. Have a great day, y'all.